This is a newcomer, but we'll talk about him later because right now we got Sandstorm and Boomie, two old heads, two top competitors in the North American region.
Yeah, definitely in the top four. One of these things is not like the other. It's anonymous, but everyone else is like, yeah, it's just not totally unexpected. Obviously, Boomie and Sandstorm, you and I put them in both in the top three. Phazon is a little bit of a surprise here. He can be kind of a wild card, but Boomie and Sandstorm, like we've seen this tale so many different times. We'll see if there's a different ending as we are seeing Boomie here on the Stevani, on the Val pick. So that's a little bit of a different ingredient in this finals cake that we see from Boomie and Sandstorm.
Yeah, definitely a tale as old as time is the rivalry between Boomie and Sandstorm, except it's almost always Boomie on something different. He is always trying to find what is the secret ingredient to beat Sandstorm, and right now, Stevani not quite looking like it as he is behind. Oh, Sandstorm with a deep commit on that whiff Sair, and gonna give Boomie the edge guard. Yep, that's gonna be the first stock.
Getting the KO off of that goofy interaction. Boomie placed the ground pound really well there, noticing the situation at hand, knew that he could get that ground pound for free, and that's something that like Boomie is really good at, is recognizing when an edge guard is free for him to clean up.
He's so good at recognizing game situations, but Sandstorm will find that recovery. He's going to control this weapon. No weapon spawn, so he's not even thinking about the juggle. Instead, he's going to try to cover. Nice double side light to get the early damage onto Boomie's second stock.
Sandstorm doing Sandstorm things. Nice ground pound answer from Boomie. He's still going to continue to take damage, though. They're basically even. There is a weapon spawn. Sandstorm dodging around it before he actually picks the weapon up. He is able to grab it very quickly. Hits his ground pound actually on the stage, and it kind of moved him forward a little bit as he was holding left. Kind of just moved around that corner with the ground pound, but didn't fully commit to any major move that would have put Boomie above him, ready for a down air or anything like that.
And you can tell Sandstorm was watching some of the earlier sets. You saw how low he recovered on that, which is kind of a standard in North America for the top players, but still respecting that side sig that Boomie's really been throwing out.
Now, one thing we just saw from Sandstorm is I think he threw out like a gauntlet neutral light and then did a jump gravity cancel down light to get over Boomie's down light. That could be a major thing that he does when he has gauntlets in his hands to just avoid that down light pressure, or at least the grounded down light that sword players will be throwing out.
That's a definitely strong option. So is that side air as Boomie takes the second stock off of Sandstorm. And again, Boomie looking to prefer this sword. Haven't really been seeing him stick to the gauntlets when he has the option to make that decision.
He did have the gauntlets early on, and he ended up going down. So maybe the sword he just feels a little bit more comfortable with. Loves that sword neutral light, hoping he can find the sword down light with a little bit more success. He is still on his second stock though, so not in a terrible spot. There's a nice neutral light, and especially like that signature. Side sig over the edge is so powerful. If you're a Val player and you're not doing that, like you are officially playing the character wrong. She is designed to do those moves.
But at the same time, I think you can fall into the trap as Sandstorm is going to spring a trap on the D-Sig to take off Boomie's first stock. But yeah, a lot of Vals out there will fall into the trap of just kind of throwing it out because they see the opponent on the edge, and then it starts to be really, really punishable.
Yeah, of course. We don't want to be looking like Shadow in the tournament that we saw previously with those goofy signatures over the edge. But Boomie's used them really well so far. A lot of the top Val players do know when and when not to use them. Basically, even here in this set, a lot of jumping around, a lot of movement. Nice spacing from Boomie to get out of the range of the downlight from Sandstorm and then come in and punish it. So good spacing, positioning, and timing.
He had good footsies, but his option select. He went for the end light instead of the D light and didn't get the optimal punish, unfortunately. Sandstorm has this edge control. Boomie gonna recover high. Neutral sig will put Sandstorm in an awkward spot. There's the side sig, but Sandstorm just underneath it.
That's a good job from Boomie to go over the edge and then turn around the neutral signature, so that would actually bring him back towards the platform where Sandstorm was. And he caught him with it. That side air. Boomie is certainly more damaged on this stock. Being careful about his recovery. It's going to put him in a bad spot. Sandstorm.
Sweatbeats.
Oh, Boomie has been retreating to this left wall specifically so much and delaying his recovery back to the main platform for so long. You see the exclamation points coming out. You see Sandstorm not getting impatient. Like, he knows he's in the power position there. Boomie has to eventually push into him, and he's there to punish him.
Yeah, really good patience from Sandstorm to not try to overcommit or anything. Instead, just wait. Let Boomie burn all his options. He saw the exclamation points come out. He's like, all right, now's my time to just finish off this stock. We're going right on in. to game number 2.
That's the dome yet again, back-to-back. Boomie grabs the first weapon here. Sandstorm's able to grab the second one very quickly.
Get the reads. Doesn't hit the D-Light. Does get a turnaround neutral light, though, getting some good damage built up onto Sandstorm. But Sandstorm catches Boomie off guard. Turnaround side air. Boomie running low on jump, so he had to get the wall touch. Still pressure situation. Sandstorm picks back up the scythe, and he's got the corner control.
That was interesting from Boomie to get back over to the wall. You just saw him drift. He didn't throw out a gauntlet side air. I'm not sure whether he just... Ooh, nice side signature from Boomie. Catching Sandstorm in the orange. But I'm not sure if Boomie just didn't want to put himself into any sort of animation, active frames, recovery frames, or anything like that, because he knew he could just get back to the wall with a drift. That was a fantastic side air punish on that signature that Sandstorm has hit so many people with. He placed it really well, but Boomie was just a little bit ahead of him, ready for it.
Yeah, things starting to slow down as Boomie and Sandstorm both getting into that kill percentage. There's the 3-piece from Sandstorm, not quite enough. The recovery from Boomie, not quite enough. Goes for a second one, not gonna land. There's a side air, but it bounces. What's the hit?
A little bit of a bounce pass with that weapon toss, recovering very high, but still not making a move on
Punish.
stage. The second he does, Boomie backs up, is ready to punish.
And you saw Boomie not throwing out those side signatures, this time being conservative with the way he plays that edge.
Still just in the lead. That down light was a little bit too far to the left side of the stage. Boomie at least throws a down air, but Sandstorm avoiding it and hits the unarmed recovery for the punish. Neutral light is going to KO. We're back to basically a dead even game. And one thing that I think I haven't heard pointed out yet is, yes, this is the Summer Championship. This is another online major, but specifically with this one, this is one of the last Oh, no.
That was a dodge.
Oh, no. Dodge
You
goes
can still
back.
touch. Ground pound, one more hit, and yeah, Boomie gonna get the turnaround, surviving the edge guard of Sandstorm, something few people can live to tell the tale of.
So something with this tournament specifically that's important for everybody entering is this is one of the last chances that people have to affect their PR going into the World Championship.
Yeah, there's only a handful of opportunities, and it's also, almost more importantly, one of the last opportunities to affect your PR going into the Invitationals, Mammoth Arcadian and the Mammoth Invitational coming in just a month.
Ooh, nice two-piece. Almost got the 3. Boomie was able to get away from it. D-Light Dare actually maybe ledge cancels that side light.
Oh, nice punish from Boomie. Sandstorm was trying to read for the down signature. You saw him charging it up, but Boomie just stayed right behind it. Sandstorm going for some tricky. Got the D-Light recovery. Still needs this stock, though.
It's going to have to be tricky, and it's going to have to be slicky because that neutral light's not going to KO here. Boomie in a nice lead.
Oh!
That does KO. Sandstorm still about halfway through this stock in the orange. Has control of the weapons. Even the second one that comes in was coming right to Boomie. That had his name on it, and Sandstorm scroinked it away from him. Grabs yet another weapon spawn. Oh, the other one goes to the right side. We know Boomie has been critical of weapon spawns in the past, so this is certainly frustrating for him.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he is quite upset about the fact that it spawned on the other side, and he had to work a little extra harder to get that one out. Sandstorm gets a 3-piece. Boomie still able to make it back to the wall. The clash out. This could be big for Boomie, but he doesn't hit the ground pound.
Oh, fast falls away from that down air. That Sandstorm turn around, put over next to the wall, swapping back to the sword. That time the side light is not going to get a follow-up after it. Boomie takes it. We're tied as we move into game 3. It only took Boomie 494 damage. Where's my phone? I have to calculate this.
You don't have a calculator app on your PC?
I'm not going to click around and pull it up. 164 damage. That's fantastic to average between 3 stocks.
Yeah, Boomie did really good. I think one of those stocks in particular was pretty clean. It was the edge guard where he got the ground pound on Sandstorm on the turnaround. That ended up working out really, really nice for Boomie. And, of course, helping Boomie tie up the set. Currently at 1 apiece. We're going into game number 3. No character swaps, but we are going to get rid of that pillar in the middle of the map that ended up kind of trapping Sandstorm at one point.
Ooh, Sandstorm grabbing the first 2 weapons here, but Boomie putting out a little bit of unarmed damage.
Okay. Trading blow for blow. Sandstorm starting to get a couple more hits. 3-piece, but Boomie again responds. Goes for the ground pound from deep.
Boomie is the first one to hit orange, deeper into the orange.
Oh!
That is insane. How can you throw a neutral light out that fast?
I mean, it's Gauntlet Neutral Light, one of the fastest neutral lights in the game, and Sandstorm just wasn't able to get that landing in time. Thought his unarmed neutral light was a little bit faster.
D-Light dare. He knows he can't go for an immediate follow-up after that. He needed more damage.
Oh!
Nice! Love that sig, dude. That is one of the many reasons. I don't want to say the reason to play Val, because there's like a gorillion reasons to play Val, but that's certainly one of them.
All right, I got to ask your opinion now. Sword side sig on Val or Bodvar sword down sig?
Oh, don't make me pick. I'm going to take a page out of a politician's book, and I'm going to avoid the question because I don't want to give an answer.
I hope you know most politicians don't just declare that they're going to avoid a question. Nice neutral light coming out from Sandstorm.
I'm a little bit different. I like to be honest with the people. You know?
Okay.
That's why I'm the people's champion.
Sandstorm throwing out the side sig, does not get punished.
That was an interesting punish from Boomie to go with the downlight off of that when Sandstorm is still going to be in the air.
Yeah, maybe just mistimed it a little bit, but either way, Boomie does have the damage advantage over the world champion right now. Sandstorm with the scythe in hand, trying to add up some more damage against the downlight, but Boomie doing a really good job not burning that dodge too early.
Boomie's also done a pretty good job of not being hit by too many signatures. I think we saw it in game 1, but beyond that, there hasn't been too many, and Sandstorm's been throwing them out.
He's thrown out quite a few, but hasn't really been hitting them just like that. You see him throw out the end sig, but Boomie able to avoid it. Still unarmed for quite a while. Finally picks up a sword. Side sig gonna miss for Boomie. One recovery. The dodge back, but Boomie's still controlling the weapons, controlling the platform.
Now, I did point out that Gauntlet D-Light punishment as sort of a mistake earlier from Boomie, but aside from that, I don't want to discount. He's had so many good punishes against Sandstorm. There's been a couple iffy ones, but other than that, his punishes have been really good. Nice weapon toss there. Still continuing his pressure as Sandstorm backs up, Boomie pushes forward.
Double touch. Both of them deep red. They're so close, but Sandstorm going to go for the dip down recovery like a hammer player and get the KO. D-Light recovery in response. They're tied in game 3 final stocks.
Boomie is going to be at the weapon advantage. He moves over toward the left side, but Sandstorm's able to grab the weapon. Boomie's just going to play around it. He doesn't throw his weapon away, try to grab it, starve, or anything. It would be too unsafe, and he might put himself at a disadvantage. Again, good punish on that. Good punish on that. It's so good.
So good. It's a side air. Has the edge control. Sandstorm again being very patient on this one.
Yo!
But the recovery from Boomie! What a turnaround! And Boomie gonna steal game number 3.
We haven't even really seen that much vertical gameplay from these two players. There haven't been the recovery juggles, the nair juggles, even like the falling dare that a lot of sword players will rely on. It's been a lot of D-lights, in-lights, side-lights. It's been left and right gameplay rather than up and down.
Yeah, very grounded gameplay. Lets you have a little bit more movement and better punishes, but now we're going into game number 4, and Sandstorm going to have to make the adjust. Is vertical play going to be the thing that he needs? Oh, misses a D-Light in there. Can't afford that at this point in the game.
Not sure what that signature was from Sandstorm either. Maybe he's a little bit shook here. Not only did he miss the D-Light follow, but he also did a crazy signature right after that. Boomie coming in here with the lead. Sandstorm does get away from the side signature. Might have expected that. Even with these small walls, he was still able to get away from that. Boomie has Sandstorm in the orange.
Side sig again!
Oh my goodness!
He's hitting those side signatures and taking stocks. Sandstorm cannot find an answer to it, and he doesn't even have a weapon for it.
I feel like
for damage.
This lead from Boomie, this deep in the bracket and this deep into the specific set with Boomie already up a game, that is a very rare occurrence.
To finish it. Yeah, Boomie looking so strong against Sandstorm, and this is Sandstorm on Mordex. Like, there's so few statements people can make to discount how well Boomie is doing against Sandstorm right now. Oh, the weapon toss needs another hit. The down air, he does get the wall touch. Full disengage to the left side. The sword Sair to get him the wall touch, and Sandstorm's the one who has to pull out.
Oh,
side sig again!
Telling you, dude, it's
another
so
one.
Good. It's better than Bodvar sword desig. I'm gonna say it.
The data's come in. Boomie's making that sig look so stinking good. 3 stocks up to Sandstorm's 1. Game number 4. Boomie 1 stock away from going into the grand finals, but the weapon toss from Sandstorm will slow down Boomie.
And the scary thing is, at this point in the game, Boomie's already up a game. He's already up a full stock, and there is a very real chance that literally none of that matters.
Yeah.
The Sandstorm clutch factor could just negate all of that very quickly.
At the end of the day, this is still Sandstorm. This is still the world champion, the North American 1v1 king. And one good offstage interaction, and Sandstorm ties this up immediately.
Weapon starving did seem to be very important to Sandstorm, as it should be, but Boomie was over on the left soft platform, really the only soft platform that was on the left, and the weapon spawn came right to him.
The disengage. Sandstorm actually recovers away instead of trying to go for the full commit on that one. Boomie gets on stage. The reset, double down light down air. Another one into the side sig. What?
That's a 2-stock. What is this
You
world
can do
that we are living in? Boomie is absolutely disgusting today.
Boomie is gonna beat Sandstorm in the winners final 3-1. And now everybody left in the losers bracket has got to be sweating, as it is gonna be Phazon and Anonymous, and the winner of that goes into Sandstorm.
Oh, whiffs the nair there. The punish isn't perfect. There's a D-Light
Double.
dare. Goes with the nair. Not going to be a true follow-up there. Nice dash back into the punish. That's insane. That's so
crazy
beautiful.
That he was able to do that.
I want to know how many options that will cover.
It seems like a lot of the low options. Sandstorm fast fell out of that one,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons why he got caught. Like, if he dodged up, I don't know if that would have worked. But either way, that worked really well